Dear viewers and subscribers, welcome again to our YouTube channel Max the Service. Please subscribe and press the bell icon to receive all notifications regarding any video we are uploading on this channel. So, guys, we have covered almost programming language and we have created basic hello world application in Java operating system. We have been using Linux and Windows. We also completed terminal knowledge on Windows and Linux as well with almost maximum commands, and all these videos are available on Max the Service. And today we are going to start with version control system and its hosting. Okay, so what is version control system and which version control system we will be using? Let's start with it. First, we have to understand what is version control. Version control system are tools that manage changes made to files and directories in a project. They allow you to keep track of what you did when, undo any changes you decide you don't want, and collaborate at scale with others. This video actually focuses on one of the most popular ones, which is Git. Regarding version control system, we are using GitHub, and let me show you how GitHubs are working, and also I show you as we read in the definition that how the changes are being done and monitored, and if we revert the changes, how we can do this. We will be doing everything later on, but right now I'm going to show you version control, which is GitHub, and uh, where the files and repositories exist. So I'm trying to log in, and it is asking me for authentication. Let me authenticate with the authenticator, and let me provide code. Okay, now I'm logged in, and guys, you can see here is my project, my plus, and here you can see that whatever changes I have done, how many commits I have committed, how many times I committed the codes, and everything I can see, because we don't want to go on the UI and see whatever which file has been changed, who changed the file. It will also showing everything in the history, and we can also clone and create branch. Everything we can do here as well, and we can also see how many branches are there, and we can also see from here that who created the repository, who is the owner of repository. So everything will be done. So just I was trying to show you how the GitHub is how the GitHub looks, and what how the files and folders are there. Okay, here is folder. I can track from here as well, and we will be using every command how to use practically as well. So let back to the some further explanation with some terms and regular setup of Git, how you will be setting up Git, how the main terms we use in GitHub. So everything, let me explain you furthermore. Throughout this tutorial, you will find some specific Git terms. Here are rundown of all the terms you may encounter. Let me explain you one by one. You will be encounter local repo. Okay, local repo mean it is on your local machine. Okay, like let's suppose you have your repository test and you have some code with it, so it will be your local repo. Like if I open VS Code, and let me open the project we have recently created in the last demo, which was Hello World. So the project where it is placed it is actually local repo. Okay, let me also show you the folder where it is exist. uh, let me how to do this. Copy path, rename, select, compare, debug, open in File Explorer. Here you can see we have downloads and demo. This means our local repo. Remote repository. What is remote repository? So here is your remote repository. This is your remote repository. I will sync that local demo repo with this my remote GitHub repository. Here you can see we have number of repositories, but these are remote. Whatever we do some kind of development, we make changes, anything we do on the local, then we commit all those changes to our remote, so that anyone else, any other developers, any other one from team can review, can do some code review, can again clone and start their own development. Next term you will be hearing in this video or in coming videos, cloning. So what is cloning? Cloning mean when you want to uh, copy this main project on your local repo. That's mean cloning. Let's suppose you joined another company, a new company, and you are assigned to start working with already developed is going on some projects, and you become the part of that team. That then you will clone first. You will just make cloning we can do with the HTTP and SSH as well, which is secure way, and it is a pretty simple straightforward way. You can also download the zip, but if you do with this method, then you have to uh, uh, sync your local repo with this remote repo. What is that command? I will show you in coming video or in this video. Let's see. Okay, another is commit. It's mean you can see here these are 91 commits. So whenever you do some changes in your local repo, and there would be a command to commit. It's mean you are going to sync your changes, you are going to upload your local changes to remote repository, so that other one can again pull, push and do other changes. Another term you will be using branch. Uh, a copy of the project used for working in a isolated environment without affecting the main project. It's mean if you are going to do some work and you let's suppose there let me show you how the branches works. Here you can see we are in master branch, but definitely there would be different branches of this main branch. How these branches are works, actually when you start development with different teams, you can create branch with your module wise, with your requirement wise. Later on you can merge your work as a branch with the main branch, and then you start building and building that main branch for to make available for testing for QA, and then that may would be available for further production environment. So this is the purpose of branch. Next you will be able to here git merge process. It is actually process of combining two branch together, as we discussed that when you have number of branches and you want to merge your changes into one main branch, then it will be git merge. It's mean different branches are going to be merged so that build can be created, tested and available for customer or anyone to start working with. Okay, then we have some more advanced definitions like get ignore. Why we use get ignore? It is actually a file that lists all files you want Git not to track. Why we do this? Actually we do this, okay, there are a number of files we don't need to track anyone if because some files configuration type files, if you have a Windows operating system you might have your own configuration file. You have, if you are working on Linux based system or Mac based system, that would be your choice. Your depends on your operating system configuration will be relevant to that your machine. So you don't want to track them, you don't want to commit or roll back them because those changes are relevant to your machine. Okay, and like some files you have for your own testing and then you don't want to make any changes. Let me show you how these how what let me show you what are those files. Like I have get ignore, and here you can see I have a number of files, number of folders I have included here, so that these like settings, project, class path, or these are relevant to my local machine, and these should not be available for if I'm going to commit all the project, these files should not be committed. These all these will be ignored. Next is staging area. What is staging area? Actually, staging area is a cache that holds changes you want to commit next. Okay, actually, let's say it's a between your remote actual main branch and your local repo. Git bash. It's a very very important and very very helpful term we will be using. It's another type of cache that holds unwanted changes you may want to come back later. Let's suppose you are you have doing a lot of changes in your code, I mean in any files, and you want to stash those changes so that your project manager or your team lead ask you, okay, uh, let's revert your changes and start with version number dash dash dash. Okay, so definitely you don't want to revert your work, right? And quickly you have to copy your files and just save in your local directory, and then so that you can again later on, once you commit your all changes, test and commit, then you will be again copy all those files, all those number of lines you have you have developed, you have done your work again into your into code. Okay, let's suppose I have write this line. Okay, and suddenly I received instruction, okay, revert your changes and quickly uh, start your build and make it available for QA. So definitely you will delete this code, or you will copy this code into another notepad after building and making available, after committing all your code. Then you will again copy from notepad and you will make it available for further development. So to avoid all this ambiguity, to cover all this problem, we have git stash. Just you can stash your changes, and that is another cache where no one can see. Git don't change into stash, not available for any commit or rollback. So once you done your work, then you can pop those changes from stash and start working as it was. Okay, next is commit ID or hash, a unique identifier for each commit used for switching to different save points. It's mean you can use your commit ID or hash generated by GitHub or any other hosting tool like GitLab, Bitbucket, whatever you are using. So you can use hash or commit ID for identifying your changes, and you can use for switching to different save points. Okay, but this is very tricky, and you have to take care which id you have chosen to moving on, so that you are let's suppose you are on number 10th and you are going to switch to number 2, then be careful that all those rest of 8 ids should be available. There are number of commands we will use in this tutorial. Another is head, always capitalized letter. How to use this head command? It is saying that we just will be writing with capitalized. It is a reference name of the latest commit to save you having to type commit IDs. If you want to just move to a latest commit, then you can use head. You don't need to remember or write commit ID. Syntax, whatever syntax is, we will be using in our next session, or maybe in this session. Let's see. Installation of Git in your machine, in your laptop or whatever system you're using. It's a few steps. It's not a difficult. Simply on Mac or any other operating system, just you can use installer, and for Mac you can just execute command brew install git. On Linux you can install sudo apt get install git. Remember that I would recommend not to use sudo, because it's a root level permission when you start sudo. Any configuration, any changes with your git will be impacted on all users using this git. So next is on Windows. You can just download the latest git for Windows installer, follow the prompts. I mean, it's a dialog box, just next, next, next. And then you can, after to verify that git is installed, just you can use command git dash dash version. If it is showing your version, then it's mean it is installed on your system. Okay guys, if you're working in a team or a single repo, it is important for others to know who made certain changes to the code. So Git allows you to set user credentials such as name, email. So in next video we will be setting our system, we will be configuring username, email, everything with Git setup, and we will start properly working with commands. So I would request you to subscribe my channel if you have not. Otherwise, don't forget to like and share in your circle, and also provide your feedback so that we can improve on the basis of your feedback. Okay guys, we have done with introduction, and now let's do some setup and configuration. Let's start with the setting up Git, as we finished last session with some basic advanced GitHub terms, and also we discussed some key definition apart from version control. What is version control? And GitHub is also version control we are using in this series, DevOps series, and GitHub Git and GitHub tutorial. And also we discuss advanced terminology used in GitHub. We also discussed how to install Git on different operating system. For all of these, you can watch another session, another video. Now, after installation, let's check either do we have installed Git or not, just to verify that, because I also installed and opened GitHub Bash to check it on CMD. Let me just check Git, and it is version, right? Here you can see we are with Git version 2.46.2 Windows, and we can also check either we have the installed on the Linux, and here also I will execute the same Git version. Here also we have 2.34.1, right? But here is some latest one, old one, 2.46, and on Linux environment we have 2.34. So on Windows we have latest one. Okay, so let's start with the setting up Git. Actually, why we need this setting up? Why setup is needed? Because as we discussed in last session, that when you are working with team, you must specify your some configuration like your email, your name, what some compression parameters if you are having some issues with downloading and cloning the repository. So that's why Git allows you to set user credentials such as email, username, etc. Setup for the basic information, you must know about the setup just by typing git config and list. So here you can see that let me check either basic things, name and email. Yes, here you can see we don't have set up this, because if you are going to start working properly in professional environment, even though in some shared distributed environment, you must be configure this. So later on you can track with your name the changes, the branches, your directory, whatever is all activity you can be tracked with user with your name and email. Okay, so to do this, just you can configure, it's a simple git config user dot name. Okay, and you will be providing name here like Shahid Hussain Abbasi, right? Okay, not in a git directory. What does it mean? Mostly we do this mistake. That's why I did not fix before executing this command, because I wanted to explain you what is the reason. Actually, the directory with name software I did not initialized with git. What does it mean? It's mean furthermore this directory will not be tracking any changes being done on git environment. We must initialize the directory. Let's suppose if I am going to initialize this directory software, all the files and folders in this directory will be tracked. You can also view all the changes if are being done on local, and if you are going to commit and push on the remote, then anyone else also can trace and can track all the changes, what files and folders are being managed and modified, and anything on those files. And if you are doing any code in any file, definitely everything will be tracked. So let me first check either we have some folders, files, what kind of folder and file we have in software directory, and we know the command of this. We also learn in uh, Linux and Windows based commands videos. Those videos are also uploaded. You can watch all the commands, almost 40 to 50 commands. I explained how these works and how those commands works and beneficial for you. So to view all the directories in this software directory, I just will write dir. You can see here db, docker, desktop. This is, yes, max the service demo. Okay, guys, we have demo directory, and let me close it just to ma- make the things some clear. First, I will move into demo directory, okay, because I want to do some changes within this directory, and I further I don't want to trace and track by Git anyone else other than demo directory. So that's why I just first I will move into cd demo. Okay, now I am in demo directory, right? And here first let me clear this screen. Okay, now I will see, okay, what is under this. Nothing. Guys, again I would like to request you to subscribe my channel and provide your comments and also like, so that I can be interested providing you more videos in different technologies. Right now we are working with DevOps, and it's a session on Git and GitHub. Okay, we are now in software folder, and let me create another directory like mk make dir make directory max the service. Okay, service. Let me check directory. It is created, and let me go into this directory cd max the service, and let me see what is under this, and let me check the status of git. Guys, you can see here is no initialization of git, and you cannot track, you cannot trace max the service anymore if you will not initialize it. So how to initialize? Just we can do like git init. Okay, now it is initialized, and by default this will be named with master. You can change this repository name. Even the any that repository created with max the service will be name of with master. It's actually it's master is a name of branch. It's a default branch created by GitHub. So now, because we don't have anything in this directory, and I will copy some code. So because we also be doing some practice apart from execution of command, then I will just copy the code. Which code I want to copy? Actually, I want to copy the code. I we have actually created demo spring boot in spring boot initial hello world application, and now I will move it to our max the service folder under software. You can see it is created, and I will just paste here. Okay, and under this it's all the source code and relevant files of that project. The project name was demo. So now I will execute. You can see here we have a demo under the max the service, and uh, now we can trace, we can track whatever with demo will be doing. Okay. So first of all, I need to configure my username, sorry, name and email, so that we can track uh, all of this with git. So I will write git config and user dot name, it is okay. If I check git config uh, git config user dot name, so, sorry, just I will check git config list. Here you can see there should be user.o. It is not available yet. Why it is not available? Okay, so let me check and execute. Yeah, here you can see user.name. Uh, Shahid Hussain Abbasi. But why we have two user dot name under the same? Let me check. Okay, this one is global and then this one is local. So you can set like because uh, if you want to work with this user along all the project, right, then you will be I mean you can configure it with all git project, you can also configure it with system level, and you can also configure it with local level. So if I want to replace the user dot name with this, then I will be adding git config global user dot name. Okay, let me check the list. Okay, here you can see both we have. Okay, okay, now I have added name, and right after this definitely I we need to add email, and it is mm, sh yahoo.com. Okay, we will be using answer.sh at the rate yahoo.com and Shahid Hussain Abbasi. Throughout the projects, we will be doing some practice uh, in this series. Okay, let me check it again in list. Ooh, yeah, you can see it is here. Okay, so we also know how to check the all the configuration. Okay, we also know the method how to set name and email while setting up our git environment. And now if you don't want to list all the parameters, just you can write git config get user dot name. Okay, it will provide you user dot name. And same because if I move back, you can see here these are the keys. Here these are the keys. You can just write user dot email, you can write credentials dot helper, whatever you want to check, just you can add key instead of looking into all the uh, commands. Okay, oh, sorry, all the configuration. Now most important and most beneficial commands I'm going to explain you when you will be using in git. Let's suppose you don't want to remember all the commands, and you don't want to remember, even you are not able to remember, even if you want, but you cannot remember all the commands with syntax, then definitely it will be time consuming to google and to discuss with someone. Okay, what is the command of creating new branch, what is the command of creating uh, commit and pushing it to remote repository. So all of this you can do with a simple way, which is creating alias. Let's suppose if you are going to if you are going to create an alias name like git commit, simple. You don't want to always write git commit, or you don't want to remember, you cannot remember it, then you can just simply git config global. We are using now global because we are all doing setup globally. This will be executable for all the projects, right? Global alias alias dot whatever alias you want to have, just write I want to create alias of like git commit, so it will replace commit. Okay, now later on you can also like you can do like uh, git commit am new commit, command not found. Okay, why it is happening? Global alias git commit git commit git status demo. Like another command, you can create alias of git config global alias dot git add, just you will add like this. Okay, so because now you want to add your current changes to staging. From staging, definitely you will be moving this to remote. Okay, then what you will do, just you will write, first you will need to check status, get status. When you will write get status, it will track all the changes you are doing. If these are with color red, it's mean these are folders or file, whatever changes you are doing, these are on your local. If I commit, sorry, first I need to add. After add, what I will write, because I have created alias get add. If I will put a dot, it will add all the local changes to staging. Okay, bash command. Aliases y get a add get all. If I write git add git add, a copy of demo. Okay, we have created two alias, git uh, commit and git add. So after looking into status of Git status. We have created two commands, alias like git add and git commit. Okay, now we will first check git status, because we have to know what are the changes we have done. Okay, we have created a new directory and we are now having a project under this demo, and we after git init command it is now under tracking and it is showing red because it's mean it is changed on your local, but git want to know what status you want to maintain this. Okay, for now I will use alias like first. Remember first, whatever you need to uh, transform from your local to cache like staging, you must be uh, doing some command like first we have to add. Okay, git add. If I'm using dot, it's mean it will add all the demo and all the files and folder under demo directory. If I want to add few files like let me go into in the demo and see. Okay, I have number of files and folders, and if I will again use git status, you can see okay git add to include it will be committed. It is saying that if you want to add all of this, you can just use any of dot slash, or I mean just dot you can use to uh, track. Nothing added to commit but untracked files present. Git add to track. Git add. Okay, if I want to track, first I want to check the file under demo dir. Okay, and if I want to add, git add source, only this, because if you remember we created alias git add. Okay, if again you will check git status, you can see here rest of the files are here, but the files under source, you can see here source, now it's green. These are greens because we have staged. Now these are staging and rest of are in cache. Okay, the red files are in cache and green files are in staging. From staging, after pushing using another command, it will be sync with your remote. It will be all changes and whatever you have done with your local, it will be moved to on remote, and from remote anyone either can clone and start with working onward. Okay, so just wanted to share the process how we can commit only one file, how we can add only one file. So move step back and just write git add dot. Now git status, you can see all the files have been committed to, oh sorry, are now in cache. From cache, if you want to remove, then you can simply write git uh, rm recursive cache, no path space. Okay, dot. If I will check it again, get status, you can see, let's suppose you have added by mistake. You don't want to add everything, you just want to add the, let's suppose you don't want to add git attributes, though you don't want to add git ignore, you don't want to add these rest of files, because these are configurable files. You can, we have discussed this in last session, that this is relevant to your setup, local setup. We will work on how git ignore work. We will just provide some path here, so that we don't need to ignore every time. Let's suppose, because if I go to ignore here, let me show you. Git sorry, code dot, here you can see anything mentioned here will not be committed. Okay, because we have not mentioned uh, here the all the files right now going to guys, one thing more you can see, it is also get implemented here. We will be using PowerShell or VS Code terminal to work on GitHub. Right now I'm using its Git Bash, the utility. Okay, so we will also be using VS Code terminal and PowerShell later on. Okay, come to the point. Now, if I check the status again, you can see, because now VS Code, another folder has been created, because I run VS Code having this make the service folder, and when VS Code start on any directory, it also provide you .vs Code to track all the changes to for history and for later on reviewing purposes. VS Code automatically provide this directory, as we also have init directory, .git directory. When we run command, let me show you. Here you can see, when we run command git init, it create .git to track the every git activities. Okay, now just we are going to uh, we are going to we are going to add, we are going to add git add dot git status. Now it is in cache. I'm not going to execute further more commands, because this video is just for a setup of Git on your machine with global system and local based, like we have done with the name and email. So definitely we will start proper using commands, and now I just wanted to cover with cloning. This was your local repository, and we will also cover how to push these commands, this your local code to your remote. And first I want to complete cloning. What is cloning? Actually, cloning is just a replica copy of your repository, your project. So what is its method? Just you will write git clone, guys, after adding few character, and then you can just press tab, it will write rest of the command, because git already know. Okay, git clone, and then you will be providing the URL of your remote repository. How to do this? Let me check. Okay, here are a number of repositories and projects, and under this Shahid with Spring, I have number of projects. Okay, right now this one I have like we have my plus, and if I want to go and just clone this project, my plus, just I will copy the URL and I will paste here. Okay, my plus project will be downloaded under maxi service repository. Okay, let me do this. You will be thinking why I have not pushed this code into remote, because I left rest of the concept, because I will cover when we will be doing some cloning from different ways. Like right now we have we can clone like with the HTTPS, with SSH, and GitHub CLI as well. And we can, when we will start working with the open with GitHub desktop or download zip, because you can just, if you have having problem with some configuration, you don't have like GitHub key, then you can just simply download. If GitHub owner don't allow cloning, and just you can download zip. Okay, you will just click on download zip and it will start downloading. Here you can see. So after downloading, how to synchronize, how to sync this your downloaded project with this remote GitHub. With this concept I will cover how to configure your local repository, and we have configured, and how we can push our local repository to remote on GitHub server. Within that I will cover how to download, and how to clone, synchronize, and how to clone your local repository, like we have demo. We have demo project, and we also downloading my plus under maxi service. Okay, it is taking time, and let's wait, and let's finish it. Once it will download, then I will be showing some more. Okay, if you want to, let me open another terminal. Okay, and here git, I will move into git, sorry, user, sorry, it is cd user dir cd user hp. Simply I can copy, Shahid software max this. Okay. Okay, I have done because the current cloning is taking time, and I just open another terminal, and let me show you how we can maximize the text so that it would be visible for all of you. Like we have 16, apply, save, and now I will move to the directory we were working with, Shahid software max the service. Okay, here we have demo and my plus. Okay, okay, so if I like to check get status again, you can see my plus is here, and another project with which you can just start working. So you can also uh, remove, like if I want to remove the uh, repository or folder from remote, we also have command git remote. Just you can remove my plus. Okay, let me clear it and write it again. No such remote, and get status, but it is. Guys, here is downloaded, and let me check get status my plus. Now you also have my plus downloaded, and uh, you can also remove get remote and uh, okay guys, we have covered cloning, how we can clone, how we can set up our GitHub on your local machine, how we can configure username, password, how we can do some, we can create aliases, and we can create mm, we can just remove our cached files committed by sorry added by mistake. So we will be working in next video with files. Okay, we will also discuss on cloning method, like SSH, and how we can uh, synchronize, how I can push our local repository. I mean, as we have created a demo under the Maxi service, this is not on the remote. You can see I don't have this remote, sorry, demo, right? We cannot see anywhere this demo project. We will also push that local demo project on the GitHub. This is the main concept. Most of the developers, most of the engineers want to know the easiest way how we can do this, because they start working on their local machine, creating their initial project, and then they want to host their local project on GitHub. So that's why I will be working on that in the next section, and we will also be executing lot of commands. In this session, we will be cover how to authenticate on GitHub with SSH key, and how to clone using SSH method. So let's start. Setting up SSH. Okay, what is how to set up SSH, and you can clone repository using SSH and Git. Actually, secure shell is a cryptographic network protocol that ensure the security and integrity of data transmission over the internet. In Git, SSH boosts data transmittance security and represent the powerful tool for authentication and exchange data. So you must install Git even on Ubuntu, any operating system, iOS or Mac, Windows, whatever. And a remote or local Git repository you must have for that, right? And you must have an account with administrative privileges. Okay, to establish SSH connection, you must create a pair of keys. How to create a pair of keys? Just you will write. Okay, here you can see we have created a repo and also synced with the GitHub server. Now I am going to clone with the different way, like with SSH with secure shell. And now if I choose this method, then let's see what happened. I copy it and just I'm going to git bash, and let's start with cloning, and I have to paste here cloning the demo, and you can see that key is not known by any other names, right? Authentication actually get failed, and we need to create fingerprints, and we actually need to add this key, okay, which is already generated. So are you sure you want to continue? In this case, if you want to continue by adding this fingerprint, then you can just print yes. Please type yes. Okay, sorry. Permanently added GitHub to the list noun host. Okay, permission denied. Okay, so this method get failed, and now we have to create uh, as public and private keys, and then we need to add into our account, so that later on we can just also do cloning with SSH. How to do this? Let me start with the writing a command, which is SSH key gen -t ed 25519 -c, and here you will need to provide your name. Sorry, you can provide your name or email, so that this key can be authenticated, because this email we already used on the GitHub, and just in that way I'm going to provide. Okay, enter file in which to save the key. If you want to save these key in a file, you can write file name, otherwise you can just enter. And you should provide any passphrase if you want. Now you have generated your key here, and then now you can proceed further by adding this key to your GitHub account. So how would you add this key to your account? First you have to check either do we have generated or not. Here you can see in the path under C user HP, and here is two files generated. So let me show you here SSH. Okay, here you can see two files are created right now. Now we have to provide a command by which you can just even though you can just open this file and just copy, otherwise you can also use any other method to copy the command from this file. You can just cat, you can use vim, whatever option. In Linux you can vim, in Windows you can use cat. So there are commands we already covered. So right now I have to go to my account into settings, and I have to provide this public key so that I can access SSH new key. Here just I can provide SSH key here after adding. Great, you have successfully added the key SSH access, right? And now if I want to go again and just clone this directory, okay, clone. We have done with HTTPS, and right now we are going to use SSH. I have copied it, and now I will be clear and git clone. So first I have to move into directory, like right now I am in the directory of HV, and now I want to use git clone. Now yeah, I have to provide clone URL because we have authenticated with SSH, and I believe it will allow us to clone this repository. Okay, enter passphrase which I have created. Okay, great. Now you can see here you have you must have directory with the demo and demo. Yeah, here is. Okay, I can also show you this directory under HP. Here you can see demo. Yeah, here is, and right now we have cloned. We must also have all the code which we publish. So there are now two repositories. We can track from here. We can also track from the other path the same demo directory in software directory. Okay, so this was just for your demonstration, and you have learned how to use SSH, how to use HTTPS, because with HTTPS I was already authenticated. It is very simple, and we have gone all three methods, how we can sync our remote repository clone to our local system, and we have also covered creating local repository and upload that to a GitHub. So in start, most of the time when you join another organization and you're not pretty much experienced with GitHub, definitely you will be facing these kind of issues. So you must understand the process of authentication, and then you can start with cloning and you can start working with Git. Okay guys, today in this session, how to authenticate with SSH key and how to clone with SSH method we have covered, and I have demonstrated end to end process, all with commands and everything. I hope you will like and subscribe my channel, and also provide your valuable feedback. In another video we will be demonstrating how to create local repo and how we can uh, how we can sync our local repo on GitHub. I mean, how we can create, let's say you create your new project on your local machine and you want to upload your local project on GitHub so that your team members can access and start working with creating different branches. So we will be demonstrating that one. In this session, we will learn how to create new project on local machine and upload your local project, I mean local created repository on GitHub. So let's start. Okay, we start creating new directory and adding some files. We can add our already created demo project and then directory which will be called repo. When we will upload or sync with that directory on GitHub, then that will be called a repo. Okay, so we can say it a local repository. Let me create make dir make directory like demo. Uh, sorry, make dir demo. Okay, let me check. We have created demo. Here you can see we have created demo, and let's move into it. Cd demo, and here you can see ls. Sorry, there is no file. Only we have even there are no any directory in demo. Okay, so clear it. Now we can create a file readme, but because we have created Hello World project as a demo and we will be going with that project, we will complete all the Git and GitHub tutorial, any other if we are working on DevOps, we are working with Spring Boot, we will be carry on same project so that anyone already subscribed and want to go through all the tutorial and learn from A to Z, then that will be would be helpful for him. So let me create demo like here we can download demo. Yeah, here we have. Just let me copy all the content of this project and go into max the service demo. Here you can see there is no any kind of file and just I have copied, and now if I check sorry, yes, here you can see all the files we already have. Even we don't have readme file, we can create like touch readme.md, and if we again run command ls, we also have readme.md. Now what we will do, because now we have local repo demo, first I will move into we are already in demo. We will get as git init, and let me go with the branch name like what should it be, we can say demo init demo. Okay, so this local, sorry, we again have dir another demo. What, let me remove is the directory, let me remove that one. Let me remove that one. Okay, we have created demo and we have created readme file apart from rest of demo project. We copy and pasted here, and now we want to upload, we want to sync this local repo with our GitHub repo. And for that, you must know that first we have to check git status. You can see not a git repository, and then I will initiate if I go with dir, there must be, okay, git init. First of all I have to initialize this demo. Now it's a local repo. Okay, and if I go to check git status, here you can see number of files we have to also add into staging. Then once these are moved after add command to staging, then we can push to upload these local repo and apart from these files on GitHub. Okay, then I have to go with git add dot. Dot mean everything. Now I will check status. Here you can see now all these files are in staging. And now I will commit, because before committing these files are in cache. After doing commit, it will be in staging. Git commit my first commit. Okay, git status. Now you can see on branch master nothing to commit, working tree clean. So it's mean these are on staging. And now I will just set it as remote. Git remote add origin. We will write GitHub or just we can write https github.com Shahid Hussain Abbasi, then our repo demo.git. So here you must know that this is host, okay, our host github.com, and this is Shahid Hussain Abbasi, it's a account name. Your username must be mentioned here, and then you can add your repository. So after executing this command, you will see, okay, this is now added, and now I want to push it, okay. But here you will see after pushing this local repo to remote, it will produce some error. Why? I will let you know after this execution. Okay, if I add git push, okay, first I try with simple push. Now it will say for streaming git push set upstream origin master. Okay, now error will happen. You can see that demo.git not found under this account. Why? Because we have not created this repository on GitHub. So first I have to create this repository here. Let me create. Here is Shahid Hussain Abbasi, its account name, and now I will create new repo. Here you can just demo, okay, and repository description. It is created for Max the service demonstration demo purpose on DevOps and GitHub training. Okay, training. Okay, it is public, and add readme because we already have added readme. We don't need to do this, and just we will create repository. Here we can see the instruction. Okay, we already have this github.com Shahid Hussain Abbasi GitHub. It is saying that after creating this, you can create new repository command line and push an existing repository from the command line. So we also have executed this command. Now we need to just push. If we execute this command, all the code under demo, it will be published. It will be uploaded to demo repository on remote. Okay, so let refresh and see under demo. Great, you can see here is all the code we have published. We also can see the repository demo. Here is everything you have on the uh, cloud, I mean on GitHub server. Now anyone from your team, anyone else which have access on this repository can start cloning and can start working with the creating with new branch. How to create new branch and start working with it? It's a simple, after cloning just you can switch to another branch. We will go with that command later on. So guys, we have covered how to clone, we have covered how to download. Actually this method which we have covered now, it is the same as if you are not able to clone, or even you are getting any issues with the authentication, just you can download as a zip, and later on you can go with the same method we have done, like creating your local repo, because after downloading definitely you will be having local repo, and then just you can create your new branch, and then you can push after committing and adding whatever files you have new to that repository. Okay, let's start with the benefits of using Git. We have history tracking. Actually using Git allows you to track every change made in your project, including who made the change and when it was made. We have already covered when you add configuration like username and email address, then we can track the changes who has done. Collaboration, multiple developers can be able to work on the same project at the same time, and Git efficiently manages the merging of changes in code. You can create more branch, and you can also work within a same branch but on different files. Then you have to commit your own changes and then you can merge. Like branching and merging, Git enables developer to create branches to work on a new features or bug fix and later merge them back into the main code base. It's mean instead of working on same file or on different file but with same repository, you can create another branch once you fix test everything, so that after your fixing there would not be any changes on the same line in same file by another team member, developer or engineer. So to avoid this, you can just create another branch and then you can merge back. Offline work, Git works offline, which means you can commit changes and work on your project even without an internet connection. It's mean you can just uh, keep your working and just add your files to in cache, and also after committing you can stage your files. Later on when internet is back, you can push your changes on the GitHub. Okay guys, we have worked in last sessions 3 to 4 session with different commands like installation. Okay, installation command like for Windows, you can just go and install the installer. On homebrew on Mac OS, just you can write brew install git, and for Mac ports on Mac OS, you can do sudo port self update. It will install your git, and on Linux you can just write sudo apt get install git. Okay, and in the last you can just write down git version, and sorry, it will show you the version. Right now I am on Windows. rest of the commands you can also execute on your own. Also, we also covered configuration like setting email name, and you can also change color. For setting email, you can just write down git config list. It will show all the configuration you already have. Right now you have like email and name, and you can also use a command like git config global. You can also write here global, local, or system level, and we will cover in detail in another session. You can just write user dot mail or user dot name, and you can just provide in double quotes the value of your whatever parameter you are going to configure. And after that, in initializing repository, we have also covered like initialize a new git repository in the current directory, like we were in the let me change into Shahid soft dir. We must have here software cd software and demo. Okay, and here we must have, okay, we don't have, okay, great, we have max the service cd max the service, and here we have demo. Under max the service we have demo, and we just to initialize demo I will just move into cd demo, and then I can just write get init to initialize this directory. Here you can see we already have initialized this one, and it is in again reinitialized. If you want to initialize directory with the same time you want to create another directory, or you also have directory, you can just write get init directory name. Okay, you can write here directory name, like right now if I want to initialize another directory demo2, then I have to write initialize demo2. Okay, and now after this we also covered like git clone, git clone, and we just added https github.com. Here will be your username, and then your demo.git. So you can clone this, and if you want to clone with SSH, you can just write GitHub. You can just write like give me a second. Yeah, it is git, and I think at the rate, and yeah, github.com. So it will clone using SSH. Uh, how to generate SSH and add into your GitHub server, we have already covered all of this. And then we also learn how to uh, clone the branch directly. Let's suppose there is a demo, the main branch, and you don't want to clone this one. You can just write cloning directory, like let me write the command clone branch, and then branch name whatever is, let's say demo2. Okay, and then you will write https and github.com, your name, and repo name dot get. Please remember this repo name must be available, like demo2 must be available on GitHub remote server, otherwise it will create error. Okay, so now we are going to start with basic commands, let me show you here. dir, here you have number of files. Here you can see just I created demo2 directory and it is available here. Let me remove demo2. Okay, is a directory. Directory not empty, so that's why we cannot remove. Okay, leave it, we will remove later on. Just start with basic commands and let me clear it. Okay guys, if you start with basic commands and I want to add a file, okay, within my current directory, like most of the time when you create new project and add readme file, you can add a modified file, like let me do it, vs code. Here if I check status, here you can see these are the files we have created, but we don't need to upload, we don't need to push these files, we don't need to add these files in our Git. So we can create new one, like here, let me open the demo project. Okay, code dot okay, let's suppose if I do some changes. Okay, I go into the properties file and I just change port 8080. It was 81 and now I have changed this one, and now it will show me git status. Here you can see application.properties. This is modified. If I want to add this change, I will write git add and file name, source main, and resources application. Okay, yeah, application.properties. Okay, if I will add this file, it will just git add into cache. Okay, and if I want to, let me show you first, get status. Here you can see it is now green, so it is added into cache. If we want to add all, then we will just write git add dot below demo.pub. All these files will also be added into cache, but we don't need to add this. And next command is uh, status ignored. Okay, actually displays ignored files in the addition to the regular status output. But then if I write git status ignored, okay, ignored, did you mean, yeah, ignored. Here you can see these are the files which are added into ignore dot dot get ignore file. Let me show you. Here you can see, here must be get ignore. Yeah, here you can see. These are there must be, here is VS Code, there must be help.md and target. Here is target and here is help.md. So these, if you want to also view the status of ignored file, this is the command git status dash dash ignored. Okay, if you want to see the difference, then git def, sorry, def shows the changes between working directory and the staging area. Port, and now I will add this change, git add. Let me go back and add yes, git status. And now if I change to this file again, I believe now it will show me the difference. Git def, yeah. Okay. If you have made changes and these changes are in uh, cache or staging, then you can see, okay, what I have changed before committing and pushing that file. You can just see, okay, what I have changed. Or if you are team lead or manager, development manager, then you can also view your changes. And let's suppose if you asked your team member, okay, do the fix the issue or implement the feature, then do your testing and just add. I will review and then I will review the changes and then I will commit and push. Okay, so next command is display the difference between two commits. Okay, let's suppose if you want to see the difference between two commits, because right now we have number of commits. Okay, and if I want to see that difference, let's suppose there are few days ago someone have committed and you want to track the changes 2 days ago and now there is 2 days and you want to see the difference. Okay, in these 2 days what have been done, you will just add git diff and day before commit and today's commit. It's, I mean, commit 1 and commit 2, so it will show the difference. Okay, and then if you want to display the changes between the staging area and the last commit, okay, what you will just add the command. Okay, here is, you can also see the difference. If you want to show the difference, direct what is in staged, let's suppose there are also number of files. If I change here as well, you don't want to see difference in only one file, you want to see only all the changes. Sorry, I have also, first I have to check what I made changes. Git status, here is another file application, so I will again add it and now I will write git diff staged cache. Okay, you can see there are 2 changes. It's mean you can see all the changes, even in multiple files, in whole project, in different directory, whatever. But just you need to make sure that where is your Git initialized, because I have initialized Git under demo, so I will be able to track the changes in this demo directly only. Okay guys, if you want to display the difference between the current directory and the last commit, what you will do? Just you will write git diff head. It will show you the all the changes since last commit. Okay. Okay. If you want to add your changes, actually the command I am going to execute, it is a git commit. What this command do actually? Actually creates a new commit with the changes in the staging area and opens the default text editor while adding a commit message. Like if I enter it, here you can see it will showing you, okay, in which file you have changes. This file has modified. To do this, just you have to add git commit, nothing else. If you want to create a new commit with the changes in the staging area and specify the commit message in line, okay, what we will do? Okay, because just we display the changes, okay, in default editor so that we can view with git commit. If I want to commit changes, just let me revert the change, that one. And if I want to commit this change in the staging area and specify the commit message also, then what I will do, just I will git commit and I will provide message, change the port from 81 to 80, and then I have to mention the file name, like here, where it was source. Let me see where is the path. Source main resource, main resource application properties. Okay, and now just I need to push, if I want to push this file on remote. Okay, next is commit all modified and deleted files in the repository without explicitly using git add to stage the changes. If you want to commit all the modification, even you have modified some files, if you have deleted some files in the repository, and you don't want to first add your changes, then you can directly commit, right, git commit I mean all. It will just commit everything. Okay guys, next command is git notes add. So first we have to understand the difference between notes and message. Actually, when you commit with a message -m, it's mean you are providing some kind of detail what you have implemented technically. For those who are next to start working and for review your comments, implementation or fixes. So you will be adding some detail, but adding a note, it's mean you are specifying some generic word. So any layman person can go through with that note and get the understanding in general term. So what is the method? Adding note is just you can see notes. Here you can see. you already provided my notes. So to add some note, first you have to do some commits. Let's say I'm going to commit with some technical detail, and also I want to add note for the non-technical person. What I will do, I will simply change this the text, so max the service. And guys, here you also can do with git, like if you git status, here you can see I have changes the. So I am just segregating, doing all the things separately, so that it will be easy for you. We will be doing this VS Code with all settings. Here you can see, you can also go and see the changes. Everything I will show in but in different video. Okay, so we want to keep things separate and concise. Okay, now let me clear it. If I go to git status, here you can see we have changed this file, and now I will first commit git commit message. I have changed the string in main file as per requirement from business, whatever is. Okay, and now I will commit. Okay, now let me see the changes is committed or not. Git status. Okay, what did I mistake? Git commit. Okay, sorry, I did not provide file name. So let me copy file name and provide here. Okay, if I see the status. Okay, because it's not in cache, I committed, I did not add. If I use git add and then file name, it will be showing you, it will be showing to me in cache. Not, right now it is not in cache and it is directly committed, so I have to push now. Git, even though, let me check if I can add git notes, add with message m my third node. Okay, now if I push, or if I see my nodes, git log show nodes, here you will be able to see my third node. Okay, now you can reset your changes, or you can uh, push into your GitHub. If you want to push that, you will just add git push command, because we have already set origin, and we don't need to do every time. Okay guys, next command is git restore file. Git restore and file. Here it will be the name of file. So what it will do, it will revert your file to the last commit. Whatever changes you have done, either it is in cache or it is in staging, wherever is, all the changes it will be revert. Let me show how. Let's suppose I did some changes like this, and you can see the changes is available here. And let's suppose you want to uh, commit this change. Once you will do commit, you will not be able to revert it, because it will always revert it to last commit. So just you need to what you need to just provide restore and file name. Okay, and here you will see word. Okay, so next command is reset. So there are different type of reset. Okay. Okay guys, next command is reset. There are three kind of reset. Okay, one is reset where you will provide commit and it will be resetting to that specified commit. It will move the branch pointer to a specified commit. Whatever commit we will provide, it will move branch to that. But providing just git reset and commit number, it's mean it will also resetting your staging area and working directory. Okay, whatever you have staged, let's suppose you have committed and just you will need to push something, it will reset. Let me check. And second is reset soft. Soft mean it will not reset your staging area. After even reset to specific commit, you can again start push. You can push your changes. Okay. And third is reset hard. It will move the pointer to the specified commit, discarding all the changes in the staging area and working directory. Whatever you have done in your working directory, whatever you have done on the staging, it will discard. This is resume. ओके, ये तो चेक थी ये. Okay, first we check uh, git reset. When we go with the git reset, it moves the branch pointer to specified commit, whatever commit I will provide. Like let's say I add git reset commit number. I mean this one. It will move the my current branch to specified one. Let's suppose first I do some commit. First I will check git status. Okay, there is no change. Let me check with first git commit. Sorry, reset commit. Reset commit check. Okay. Now I will check git log one line. Here you can see that we are on this commit number. Okay, and if I check git status, I have changed with the reset commit. So I have to commit first. Commit this file, reset commit. Okay, now I have to check git log one line. Now you can see it is on reset commit, this one. If I will revert to previous commit, then it will discard this change from staging as well. I can see this change on my local, but it will not be available on staging. Let me show you. If I go to reset, git reset, and provide this commit 37b, okay, on stage change after reset. Okay, now if I see the log one line, now here you can see it is on 37b. It is discarded from staging as well, and now I cannot see. If I go to git status, now guys, here you can see it is red. It's mean you have this change on just your local file. Here you just have here, this is not in staging to commit. Okay, then we check soft commit, sorry, soft reset. uh, Soft. Okay, I will commit this change and reset soft. Guys, I am using arrow to move already executed command, so I believe you will not mind it, and because it's a very simple and just saving to write again and again time for you. So now we are going to commit with soft commit. Don't confuse with this name. This is just message I am providing. Okay, just providing message so that we can remember, okay, which kind of reset we are going to check. Okay, so now it is committed, and now I will check commit. Now again it is not on 37b, it is a new commit. Now if I will reset to this 37b with soft commit, it will never reset changes from cache staging. How? Let me check. Now here I am going to reset 37b. If I check git status, sorry, actually I executed reset, not soft reset. So I have to do commit again, and I have to check again commit. Okay, it is now with reset, and now I will provide with soft commit git reset soft, and now commit number BBCC and 37B. Now if I will go and see what is in staging, after simple reset it was red file. It's mean the changes were on our local directory, not in staging. Now this demo application should be in green. Green mean it is in staging. Changes are added in staging. So if I go with status, great. Woo! Here you can see demo application is green. So this is the difference between soft commit and soft reset and simple reset. Now if you want to discard everything from your local and from your staging, from your everything, now what will happen? What you need to execute the command? It's a hard reset. It's mean if I'm here reset soft commit, it will be discard, because hard reset will discard everything from staging and from local, and also it will effectively reset in the repository to the specified commit. So let me do this. Okay, so if I ask it to just hard with hard commit, it will also discard this change. And first let me show you the git log one line. Guys, if you want to go into this commit, like first commit, my first commit, what was in your with your first commit? There was I think max the service or hello world. There should be world or max the service, I don't remember, but this automatically will be reset. Now I'm going to use git reset hard, and what commit number I'm using? Copy, even though first one. And when this command will execute, it will also discard cache. From cache there will not be anymore this green or red file, and it will discard it to everything, and there would be word. Okay, if I execute get status, here you can see there is no any red or green file, because everything is reverted from local and also from staging. From staging because it is not green, from local because it is not red. So let's see in the code. Yeah, here you can see. So this is the main difference between soft, simple reset, soft reset and hard reset. When you will use and actually use cases of these are, as I explained, that if you are working by mistake, you worked in different directory and different repository, or you have done something you don't want to go with anymore, then just you can set hard. If you are going to just add some other work, then you can just go with soft. And also you can just to check and go another commit. Let's suppose you want to start working from this commit, then you can just move this directory and start working. After that you can merge with any other commit, last one or any other. So this is the actually use case we need. Okay, so next is remove file, git remove file. Let's suppose you want to let me create a file here. Okay, new file, test.txt. Okay, test. This is the file. Now I will check git status. Here you can see under source we have test.txt. Okay, if you want to remove this file, you have by mistaken added, or you have file which is not being used, and you are a lead or manager and see that in code review or with any practice you don't need this file anymore, just you will use git remove and source test, sorry, test.txt. Path specs. Okay, why git source test.txt. Git rm okay, great. Why it is saying like this? Because we have just created this file, but remember this is not under tracking, because git don't know what is this. You have added, but I don't know because you have not added. So first I have to use git add source. Yeah. Okay, if now you can check status, it is available. Now you can delete this file, remove this one. Forward and change stage in the index, cache to key file. Okay, it is saying that you can remove from cache as well. Cached. Okay, so there must not be available this file anymore. Yeah, you can see. Why it is saying like this? Okay, we have to check why this is not working. Either there is no any issue with the path, it is deleted from the cache, but manually it is not deleted. Okay. Okay, next is move, mv, get move. Let me clear this. When and why we need to do this? We use this command when we have to change the name of the file. Like we have test.txt. Okay, get status. Here is on local. So I have to, if I use git move source test.txt, it will say okay, it is not under usage. Git move source. Okay, it is saying that this is source and you have to provide destination name test2.txt. Not under version control, because it is, we know this, it is on local, it is not in staging, so that's why git don't know about this file. First I have to use add command. Okay, add. Now I can change it to 2. Let me check. Yeah, here you can see it is test2. Now git rm source test dot 2.text. Following file has changed stage in the index. This use cache to keep the file or f to force removal. Okay, simple. We need to use -f. It will be removed. Here you can see there is no file under the source. Okay guys, today we have covered uh, simple basic commands, and in next tutorial we will be starting with some updated commands. Okay, so let's be connected and stay tuned. Please don't forget to subscribe this channel so that you will be don't miss any upcoming video, because it's a part of DevOps series, but we will separately covering Git and GitHub, and then we will merge this Git and GitHub series as a part of DevOps. So you will be having playlists separate Git and GitHub, also as well as DevOps series. In this video guys, we will be discussing branching and merging, where we will see how we can list the branches, how we can create branches, how we can switch or check out the branches, how we can view local and remote and both all branches. So how we can create new branch and check out the same time, how we can see logs, and how we can merge the branches, and even how we can get the cherry pick file from different branch to current branch, how we can check out that one. So all of this we will cover in this session. So I would like request you to please subscribe my channel so that you will be receiving not only related to GitHub, also on different technologies and tool, all the videos you will be getting notification, and then you can sync with me. Please also provide your valuable comments in the comment section of each video, and don't forget to like and share in your circle. So let's start. Okay, the first command of branching and merging is git branch. This command is used to list all the branches in your repository. Okay, let's suppose you have the command git branch. Here you can see you have two branches in use, like dev and master. Okay, and then we have another command git branch and the branch name. What does it mean? It's mean it will create new branch with the specified name. If you want to create new branch, if you don't want to go on like your GitHub remote on UI, and then just you want to create your branch from CLI, just you will write git branch and its name. Let's say we have dev master and we want to create another branch, let's suppose dev QA. Okay, okay, now let me list down all the branches. Branch, here you can see three branches, but as you know, this command shows only local branches, not all the branches. Now next is if you want to delete any branch, so what you will do, just you will write git branch name -t and branch name. Let's say we have created QA, I want to delete this branch. You can see here it is deleted, And if I want to list all the branches again, we have dev and master. Okay, next command is list all the local and remote branches. If you want to see all the local and remote branches, just you will write git branch मैंने say all. Here you can see you have two local and the two on remote same. And let's suppose if I create branch on local, git branch and branch name, and now I want to see. Here you can see three branches because we have three branches in local, but if we go with all, we don't have this QA branch on remote. If we simply want to view all the remote branches, then you will just write -r. It will show only remote branches. Okay, clear. Okay, next command is checkout. If you want to switch between branches, you can write just checkout, or we also have another option switch. The latest one is checkout. Let's suppose first I will go to see the branch, git branch. Okay, we have three branches, we are on QA, and now if I use git checkout the dev, it will move to dev. Here you can see. Okay, so next command, create a new branch and switches to it. Okay, great. If I want to create new branch and also want to switch on that branch, instead of first creating and then using checkout or switch, simply I will write git checkout -b. Actually, with the help of -b, it will create new branch and check out you to that one. So let's suppose it's a production. Switch to new branch production. You are on production. Okay, simple. Okay, if you want to discard the changes made to the specified file and revert it to the version in the last commit, what I will do? Let's say I have done some changes in one file or any file, and I just want to discard all those changes. Let me go into, now I am in which branch I am in? I am in production, and I am in production. I am in QA. Okay, and you realize, okay, this change I don't want to see. Just I will write git checkout and file name. First I will note down file name, git status. You can see here I have two files, one is properties and one is application. So if I want to check out, I don't want to I want to check out the latest commit on this branch I had. So just I will write git checkout and file name. Here you can see just I will write file name. So let's see either changes happened or not. Okay, you can see it is get hard reset, because last commit when we create this production branch, the last commit was with this change, so it's reverted to last commit of this branch. I just discarded the changes. If I will execute the command git status, it will show only dot properties, not this one, git status. Here you can see If I also want to uh, check out the changes from main, resources and application. Okay, application dot properties, updated one page from the index. Now there is no more any changes. Here we have added this file application.java with the change of unstaged, and you have used few commands like restore command we early used, just you can use that. Okay, next command is to guys, one thing here I want to highlight, what is difference between checkout and restore. There is no any different actually. We can use checkout and we also can use restore file, but with the help of checkout we can also restore our file with specified version from different branch. This is the benefits of checkout. Mostly we use checkout for branches, but we can also use checkout for a file. We can check out file from different branches, from same branches, with that change where we need. Okay, let me show you to check out the file from other branch, how to do this. Let's suppose I am in production and there is no any change in the files. Okay, now I will move to switch to another branch, and I'm going to use git checkout master. Okay, git status. Here you can see I have changed to master and git hard reset is in master, and I will switch back to production branch, and I want this change without doing any checkout branch. I will use checking out this file demo application.java to get this change in my production branch. So what I will do, I will just use git checkout branch name master and the file name source main java max the service DevOps and yes, I'm asking this command, okay, check out from master this file, because now I'm in master, and first I will have to move to QA. Git checkout, production or QA, wherever we production, it is hanging. Checkout production, and here guys you can see ABC. Now it will be changed with the text. I am going to check out only one file, not whole branch. Master source main java maxi service DevOps and demo application. Okay, now let's see. Here you can see it is git hard reset. Okay guys, so this was very useful command. Mostly we can use cherry pick or any other uh, just we can download and copy the code and paste and then go to commit. It will just download file with different brand, or within your current brand you can also check out with different version as well. So it's not only for checking out branch or file, you can also check out with different commit version. Okay, next is merge, git merge. If you want to merge this change, like if you want to merge your master into production, then what you will do? Okay, first I have to do some changes here. Let's suppose I am in production branch. Okay, so git status, here is change, I will just git add. Okay, one thing more guys, if I will use commit first, because this branch is not synchronized, it is not upload synchronized with your server, so that's why first you have to set upstream, you have to push this branch, then you can use directly commit. Otherwise, first of all you have to use add command. Let me use commit message, first commit in production. Okay, it is committed to production, and now I will push this change. Git push, it is saying that okay, first you have to set upstream. Git push set upstream origin pro, so that later on just you will get push and it will automatically be set it to origin with production. It's mean whenever you will use short command pull push, you don't need to specify the whole URL. Okay, so this branch is also available on GitHub server. Let me show you. Okay, we have master and dev, we also have production. Okay, in production we also have git hard reset, because we have here git we have changed this but did not commit, so and we need to add git add and file path. Why I'm not using dot? Because I don't want to add other files. Okay, I just working with this, and I will use git ignore for rest of directories and files in later on. Okay, it will now, it should be green because it is in staging, and now I will use commit. Yeah, it is committed, and now I will use git push. Okay guys, in production we have IAM in pro. Okay, let me just refresh. In master we have git hard reset, and in production we have IAM in pro, and in dev we have ABC. So what change you want to merge? First you have to remember, okay, if something you want to merge in which branch. Let's suppose if I want to merge production or dev to production master or dev into production, then it's okay. If I want to merge production in master, then I have to first switch git checkout master. Okay, now if I will use git merge pro, then IMN Pro will be now available in master file. If I will use dev, then the text ABC will be available on master. So I can use both. Let's suppose I am going to use Pro. Okay. Okay, there is conflict because on the same line we have changes. So that's why to do this we must be resolving conflict. Here you can see this is from production and this is from master. So it will show you, okay, which change you want to keep. So it will, you can go into manager and just say, okay, I want to keep the changes from production because I'm going to merge production here from production to master, the current one. Then I will check this option and complete merge. Okay, now I will use git status, and because I have in staging, then I will use git commit message. We got changes, we merge change from production to master. Okay, now I will use git push, git push. Now in master and production same text should be available. Okay, if I go to production, we must have IM in production. Why it is not changing? Yeah, here you can see I'm in production, and if I want to change master, here you can see I am in production. Reset hard has been changed with merging from production. Okay, then we have next log. We already use this command actually to show log, or it will, this command display the commit history of the current branch. Let me show you git log. We can see all the commit of current branches. Okay, if I want to use display the commit history of the specified branch, let's say I want to it will show you step by step. I'm just enter and it will show you all the commit until unless we get end. Quit. Okay, so if I want to see commits of specific branch, as we have created new branch production, I just want to see all the commits, then what command I should be using? Git log, then branch name, git log and production. It will show you only the commits in production what we have. Okay, then next command is get log dash follow. It actually displays the commit history of a file, including its rename, even whatever you have done with file, it will show you all. It's very good command if we have if you want to know all the activities done within a single file, and if you want to know, okay, what was the name of this file before renaming. So to do this, what we will be doing, we will write command like git log follow and the path of that file. So what is this? source, main resources, and application dot properties. Here you can see uh, git log, my second commit, added server details, my notes to first commit, my notes, all these we have done with properties files. Okay guys, so this session was just about git merge and about creating checkout merge and updating some branches and moving from one branch to another. So I hope that you enjoyed this session. It is very good session, and in next session we will be covering rest of the commands like stash and other one. Let's start with what is git stash. Git stash is a git command that allows you to save your local modification without committing to the repository. So you can work on something else like switching branches without affecting the current state of your working directory. When you stash your changes, Git saves the modification to tracked file, the index staging area, and the optionally untracked file as well, and clears the working directory. This allows you to work with clean state temporarily. So let's discuss use cases of Git stash. Major use cases, there are three use cases when you need to switch branches. Let's suppose you are working in a branch and you don't want to copy and paste your work as elsewhere, or you don't need to commit your work. So you can just stash your changes and switch branch. After reverting back, you can pop or apply your saved changes by using apply stash. And another thing is when you pulling latest code, most of the cases you see that when we pull a latest code from other branch and see we also have some changes in our local directory, then we get some issues and conflicts. So avoid this before pulling the latest code from remote branch. Then you can stash your changes, and then you can pop or apply the stashed changes later on to avoid conflicts. And third use case is when you need to switch temporary. If you need to temporarily work on something else, like fixing a quick bug or any current progress you don't need to lose, then you can stash your changes and restore them. So let's start how to use git stash practically with examples. Okay guys, let's start with most important command, git stash. What git stash work, we have covered all the detail with different uh, from different dimensions, and now we are going to have some practice. Okay, first of all, I will have to check okay in which branch I am working. Okay, uh, and let me check either do we have already some kind of stash or not. Git stash list. Okay, we have only one stash here, and let me start working with the stash and explain you how stash work. We have already covered, and with the usage of command I will be explaining you more. Okay, so let me see status if there is any change. Git status. Yes, our branch is up to date and nothing to commit. And what I have in stash, let me just use what command I can use. I can, to save stash, I can use git stash save with message. Okay. Let's suppose I'm working in dev branch. Here you can see here is dev branch, and I have changed your port and server address, local host, and some text here. Max the service trying to deliver the best from for software engineer. Okay, so I have done changes in two files, right? And suddenly my boss, my team lead, yeah, or I got information that okay, I have to revert these changes so that I can do some urgent changes in this branch. So now what I will do, I can copy these changes somewhere else and I can save for later use, and I can just commit, and then I can reset, as we have covered in last session. We can reset our branch with specified commit. Okay, but that is not a good practice. Let's suppose I have committed any task which is in middle and not tested or not completed, and if I will commit, and any other one, if I uh, in any other one in your team or from the member in this shared repository, if another member will just pull execute the pull command, your commit will be available to him or her, and that there will be some errors and they can blame and complain you. Now what the solution is, we have stash. Okay, I don't want to save these changes and don't need to remember. Let Git remember all of this my changes temporary. I will write git stash save port and text changes. Great. Now if I see git stash list, here I have two changes. Oh, sorry, two stashes. I can apply whatever change I have stashed. Okay, now what I will do, I will just reset. Here you can see all the changes have been reset, and now I am back to the original shape. Okay, let me clear it, and let's suppose I have changed it to 01, and now get status. Okay, I actually wanted to change the port and commit it so that dev another one can pull and start working. Okay, now I have to commit git add source, sorry, main static. Okay, get status, get commit port change to 80, get push. Now my change should be available in dev branch, in properties file. Here you can see. Okay, now I have done the changes, and now I want to uh, back my changes what I have done. In this video you have a few changes, but in real time or in professional environment you might have a lot of changes in different files So you can just save all these changes with one command. And now I want to apply last changes. If I want to apply last change, I will just write git stash pop. Okay, I can write git stash pop and git stash apply. Both I can apply to do the backup. So what is the difference between apply and pop? Actually, pop will remove what you have stashed in cache. It will remove and apply the last one change. And what is the git stash apply? It will just apply your last stash changes, and it will also keep all those changes in stash. Let me apply this, and here you can see, here is all your code is back, your text is back, and here you need to resolve the this conflict. Just you need to tell this IDE which change you want to retain. Okay, I want to retain this one. Complete merge. Now you can see git status. Now you have your changes back in your local branch. So you can start where you left. And let me show you the difference between apply and pop. I used apply, and this change must be available in stash. Git stash list. Guys, here you can see both are available. If I use git stash pop, now you can see it is dropped. This change apply and dropped. And if we see again, there is only one stash change. Got it? Okay, so this was the concept of stash. You can save a temporary and you can call back all those changes in your current directory. And you can also save your stash with the message. Otherwise, it also save with the your last commit text. And here is the sequence of stashes. Stash 0. Here you can see when we had two stash changes, there was 0 and 1, because you can also apply with this key. If I want to apply this stash, then I have to just write git stash apply stash. Yeah, here I can change the key, which number of stash I want to apply. Okay, I can also see the changes. Git stash show command is used to display the summary of operations performed on the stash. Just git stash show. It will show you what the changes on which files were done. Okay. So if I want to create another branches, let's suppose I have done lot of changes. Okay, lot of changes. Let's suppose I will also use server dot enable true. Okay, and server dot error path, whatever you can write here. Okay, so in this case, if you want to create another branch, you don't need to retain all these changes here. You are working in some branch and you realize that okay, there are a lot of changes and I don't want to every time stash and call back. Why not I have to create another branch, so that I can keep working separately and then once I complete work in that feature branch, then I can merge back to this dev or any other branch. So what I will do, I just write simple command git stash and branch, new branch name like feature, and which stash you want to apply, as you have last stash that was with my first commit, something like that. Okay, so you can just apply stash, yeah, this one. Okay, now you will be having uh, okay, commit changes before stash before switching branch. Okay, it is saying that you have some changes uncommitted here. So first you have to commit git commit stash completed git push. Okay, I have pushed these changes in dev branch, and now I want to create another feature branch. As I showed you, I have a lot of changes and I want to create another branch which is feature with this stash. Okay, now you are switched to feature branch. Okay, with these changes. What are those changes? Let me show you. Yeah, here are few changes with the last changes we stashed here. Here is the conflict. You can just oh sorry, it is to see the difference. Tracking file, I just opened tracking file. Why it is, yeah, here you have. Now these changes are with you. You can continue with this, and once you complete your work with this feature branch and complete have done all unit testing, and then you can merge this to back to dev or QA, whatever branch you want to merge with. Okay, okay, because definitely we have a lot of stashed, and we don't need to keep all those in cache and just want to delete. Then what is the command? Let me show you first how many stash we have. Git stash list. No, because last I used stash and that was applied and also dropped from uh, my it actually this feature branch don't have any stash. The last stash we have with dev branch. Let me check out dev and show you git stash list. Sorry. Okay, it is saying that before moving you have to commit git. If I use reset, no. Git commit message and stash committed. First I have to use add because this feature branch is not upstream. Add source main static git commit git push git push. I have to set upstream origin feature. Okay, now I can check out git check out dev, and here if I check how much stash we have, git stash list, sorry, list. We don't have any stash also here. Let's suppose I'm in dev branch and I have deleted this and I saved git stash save deleted one line. Okay, now git stash list. Here is, if we have number of stash, not more than 10, 100, 1000, whatever, definitely we have to take care, we have to clear, we have to remove these. Then what we can do? First we can do just for dropping any of, let me, if I want to drop only this one, then I can just write git stash drop and this one. If I will just, I can drop only this one. Now there is no any stash. If I create another stash and see, sorry, okay, if I create another stash, save, delete one line, no local change to save. Okay, great. It's saying that you must do some changes to save. Okay, let me provide just space here and I'm going to save. It is saved. If I see, okay, there is also again available. If I want to, I don't remember any stash number and just want to remove all, then what I can do, I can just write git stash and it is clear. Okay, clear. So it will remove all the stash. There is no stash. Okay guys, so it was very simple and very important to understand and work with stash. So uh, I would like to request you to keep sync and keep watching Max the Service channel and also provide your valuable comments in comment section and do subscribe if you have not and also share in your circle. In this session guys, we will be working with all those commands relates to remote repositories. Here are some git remote repositories command. So let's do execute all the commands with some example and practice. Okay guys, let's start with git remote repositories commands, where we will be executing all those commands which are useful when we work with the remote branches like local staging and remote. All the difference we will be discussing apart from practical example. So let's start. First of all, I will check how many branches do we have. Git branch. Here is master. If I want to see all the branches, okay, we have two branches. I mean one branch which is on remote and also on local. Also let me show you, here we have our remote repository and where we have only master branch. So I will go and check out git check out -b and branch name like dev. Okay, now we have created another branch which is dev and you know this is a local branch. If I will execute the same command again, you can see we have dev branch created local, but you know that we have to push that branch on remote. Here you can see there is no this dev branch available. To do this, you know what we have to do, we just can add remote branch to set push with upstream, origin and dev. So now it will be available on our remote branches. Here you can see it is created new one and setup track. Okay, get pull. To start working on any branch, you must use pull if you are sure that you are just working from the scratch. And let me show you, we must have this dev branch be available here as well. Great. Here you can see we have now two branches, and we can check with this command, the branch A. Now we have two branches, dev and master, on both sides, local and remote. Okay, the command is fetch. What actually fetch command do? Let me show you with example. Here you can see we have remote repository, which is this one. This is remote repository under Shahid Hussain Abbasi, a demo. Demo is a remote repository. Whenever you will execute command fetch, it will just get the latest changes from remote to your local repository. Okay, it will not implement, it will not append or update these changes to your working directory, not even in staging area. But in here, in this diagram, you can see, to do this you have to execute the command git pull. It will just pick all the changes from remote, and it will merge in your working directory. So what is the difference between pull and fetch? Actually, when you are not sure that there are changes, and you are aware those changes, and you are sure that those changes can create conflict, then you have to just fetch, and you can review all those changes, and then you can merge file by file, step by step you can start merging one by one. Because executing pull, it will, if there are hundred of files or many changes in remote, executing pull will reflect into your working directory, and you will be busy, and it will take some extra time to fix all those conflict with the IDE you are using, as you have done last time in last session, or you can be doing fixes manually, and then you have to do some testing. But the help of fetch, and then you can review and merge file by file. So let's do some practice. Let's suppose someone else did some changes in dev branch. I have to move to dev branch, and let me do changes. Source, here let's suppose I am adding text, edit, testing comments to check fetch command in Git. Okay, so I'm going to committing this change, updating demo application test file, and with I'm going to provide the commit message, testing fetch command. Okay, so I will commit this. So this change will be available remote. When you will execute the command like pull, it will reflect quickly into your working directory. I mean, you will be able to see here that text. Otherwise, executing fetch, then you can just see the commit history, and then you can go file by file, whatever approach you adopt. Okay, so let me execute the command. Clear. I am in the dev branch, and I will be running fetch. Okay, you see there is no any change. We have done changes on remote, and after fetching we have to see the changes in local repository. How we can see? There are different methods, like we can execute status, it will showing us your branch is behind origin dev by one commit, because someone has committed on remote branch, and now our branch dev branch is behind one commit. If I go and commit on the remote branch another second time, then it will be behind two commit. We can also see this difference by writing git diff origin and dev. Here you can also see, before merging we can view and understand, okay, how many commits our branch is behind and what are the changes in our branch, so that we can merge instead of executing git pull. So to do merge, just we will be doing git merge. Now it will merge, and we can see here, you can see it is updated with commit comment provided in the remote branch. Okay, what is the next command? Next command is pull. Actually pull is combination of fetch plus merge. Where you are confident you just need to get all the updates from remote and you need to merge with your local, you can go with pull. So it is simple. You can also pull from code from remote branch. How to pull code from remote branch, changes from remote branch, let me show you. Because we have two branches on local and one is on remote, which is master. So we have to set git push set upstream origin dev Now this branch should be available on the remote because we have pushed. Here is okay. If I want to do some changes remotely, like in readme, this is dev readme. Okay, commit in the readme file. We have made changes in the dev branch and now we are in we are in master branch, and here in readme, if I go to readme file, where is, yeah, here is nothing. I want changes in readme in master branch from the readme of dev branch. So what command I can execute? I will just write clear git pull, and I will add remote branch, which is origin dev. Okay, so merge fail, conflicts, and then commit the results. Let me see. Okay, here is, this is dev readme file. It is updated in master, but we have some changes in another file which get the reason of commit. So we can also use the path of file name. If we know only what changes in which file we need to get the in our current branch, then we can just refer, instead of branch, we can just refer file path. Okay, so to resolve this, just I can go and I can, because I don't want changes in the demo application, so that's why I will first reset the changes. git reset. Where is the path? Source test java max the service, and yeah, and now I will just, you can see I have to restore git restore. I can just change restore. Okay, it is back to my original, and here in readme I have updated the text from master, oh sorry, from dev. So guys, in this video we have discussed mostly used command like git fetch, git pull and git push. Actually these command mostly used by developer or engineer working with git, and these are belongs to the remote repository. All these commands when you work with these commands, you have to work with remote repositories. Okay, please subscribe my channel if you have not subscribed yet, and also do like, share in your circle these videos, and also provide your valuable comments. And I hope you will be liking and sharing, so that I will be continuing with rest of the technologies and tools sharing with you. Thanks.